What is the meaning of the verb leave over always passive?
When something is left over, it remains after people have used or taken as much of it as they need or want. I paid all my bills and had only $17 left over.
What is the meaning of the verb break inland to?
When you break in or break into a place, you enter illegally using force or deception. A thief broke in and stole my TV.
What is the meaning of the verb come on informal?
When you think that people have done or said something improper or unreasonable, you say come on. Hey, come on. I told you not to do that again.
What is the meaning of the verb calm down?
When you calm down, you become less active, nervous, or upset. When you calm other people down, you do something to make them less active, nervous, or upset. Settle down is similar to calm down. Mike tried to calm his sister down after she had a fight with her husband.
What is the meaning of the verb get to informal?
When you get to doing something, you begin to do it gradually. Dad got to thinking that maybe we ought to move to Los Angeles and try to find work there.
What is the meaning of the verb grow up?
When you grow up, you gradually change from a child to an adult. Growing up without a father wasn't easy.
What is the meaning of the verb beef up?
When you beef up security or some other arrangement to prevent or deal with a problem. You make this arrangement stronger. The coach is planning to beef the defense up.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When you get something by chance without looking for it, you pick it up. Marcia picked up some interesting books at a used bookstore.
What is the meaning of the verb get away with?
When you do something that is sneaky or wrong and you are not punished or criticized for it because no one knows or cares about it, you get away with it. He got away with kilting his ex-wife even though everyone knew he was guilty.
What is the meaning of the verb trade in?
When you give an old car or other piece of expensive equipment to someone you are buying a new car or piece of equipment from in order to get a lower price, you trade the old car or piece of equipment in. After the twins were born, Rahul traded his pickup truck in for a station wagon.
What is the meaning of the verb shut up, about, informal?
When people stop talking, they shut up or shut up about something they are talking about. When you are angry and want people to stop talking, you tell them to shut up. I said I was sorry about crashing your car. Now will you please shut up about it?
What is the meaning of the verb keep up?
When people or things keep you up, they prevent you from going to bed. Or if you are in bed, they prevent you from falling asleep. Ned just would not leave last night, he kept me up until 2 o'clock in the morning.
What is the meaning of the verb start off, with by?
When an activity or event starts off, it begins. When you start an activity or event off with something, you begin with it. When you start an activity or event off by doing something, you begin by doing it. The singer started the concert off with a song from her latest CD.
What is the meaning of the verb get back, from?
When you get something back or get something back from someone or someplace. You have something that you had before. Jim borrowed a book from me 3 years ago, and I still haven't gotten it back from him.
What is the meaning of the verb let off?
When you fire a gun or explode bombs or fireworks, you let them off. Regional, when you let off steam. You express angry feelings or frustration or do something to relieve those feelings. When I was a kid, I used to love letting off firecrackers on the 4th of July.
What is the meaning of the verb cut down?
When you cut down a tree, you use a saw or an axe to cut it and make it fall to the ground. The builder was criticized for cutting down so many trees when he built the house.
What is the meaning of the verb go in?
When soldiers enter combat or an area where combat is likely, they go in. Pull out is the opposite of go in. The National Guard was ordered to go in and stop the riot.
What is the meaning of the verb put on?
When you put on weight, you gain weight. I need to go on a diet. I've been putting on a lot of weight lately.
What is the meaning of the verb run over, to?
When you run from where you are to where someone else is, you run over or run over to that person. When I saw Melanie, I ran over to her and gave her a big hug.
What is the meaning of the verb cut down, on?
When you cut down on something that you consume, you use it less. When you cut down on something you do it less. Cut back is similar to cut down. My doctor said cutting down on fat in my diet would lower my cholesterol.
What is the meaning of the verb shut off?
When you shut off an electrical or mechanical device. You cut the power going to it so that it stops operating. Turn off and switch off are similar to shut off. I'm freezing. Would you mind shutting the air conditioner off?
What is the meaning of the verb burnout?
When people are forced to leave their home or some other shelter or hiding place because of fire or fire damage, they are burned out. The only way to get the enemy soldiers out of the tunnels was to burn them out.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When you pick something up in a store, you quickly go into a store to buy something you need. I need to pick up some milk on the way home.
What is the meaning of the verb go ahead?
When you tell people to go ahead, you tell them to do something without any further delay or hesitation. What are you waiting for? Go ahead.
What is the meaning of the verb lay down, on?
When you lay something down, you put it on a horizontal surface. Put down is similar to lay down. Marsha laid the tray down.
What is the meaning of the verb call in?
When you call your place of employment to say you cannot work that day because you are sick. You call in or call in sick. The manager was angry when her secretary called in 3 days in a row.
What is the meaning of the verb put to?
When you confront people with a difficult or thought-provoking question. Accusation, or proposition, you put it to them. He didn't want to tell me the truth, but I really put it to him, and he finally told me the whole story.
What is the meaning of the verb check out?
When you check a place or thing out, you inspect it carefully or learn more about it. Hey George, check out that car Toad is driving. When did he buy it?
What is the meaning of the verb get inland to?
When you get in trouble or get into a difficult situation or a mess, a mess is a confused or difficult situation, you become involved in it. When you get people in trouble or get them into a difficult situation or a mess. You cause them to become involved in it. I don't see any solution to this problem. How did I ever get into this mess?
What is the meaning of the verb put away?
When you return something to the place where it is. Usually stored while it is not being used, you put it away. I told you to put away your toys before you go outside.
What is the meaning of the verb line up?
When something lines up with something else, or when you line up something with something else. It is positioned correctly in relation to something else. If this bolt doesn't line up with that hole, the lock won't work. The holes in part A have to line up with the holes in part B before you screw them together.
What is the meaning of the verb come down to?
When the key to understanding a situation or problem is knowledge and consideration of a certain aspect of the situation or problem. This aspect of the situation or problem is what the situation or problem comes down to. Learning a language comes down to practice, practice, practice.
What is the meaning of the verb put out?
When you put yourself out, you try very hard to help someone. Sophia really put herself out to make her new daughter-in-law feel welcome.
What is the meaning of the verb work out?
When you work out a calculation, measurement, or other problem. You do the work necessary to determine the result of the calculation or measurement or think about how to solve the problem. You need to go to the airport, I need to go to work, and we have only one car. How are we going to work this out?
What is the meaning of the verb lay off informal?
When you lay off people, you stop criticizing, teasing, or pressuring them. You've been bugging me all day. If you don't lay off, you're going to be sorry.
What is the meaning of the verb wear out?
When something wears you out, it makes you very tired. Playing with his grandchildren really wore Fred out.
What is the meaning of the verb go down, to?
When something extends to a certain point that is farther south or at a lower elevation. It goes down to that point. Go up is the opposite of go down. After dinner we went down to the basement and played ping pong.
What is the meaning of the verb set up?
When arrange the parts of something so that they are in their proper position and can function, you set it up. When you're camping, be sure to set your tent up before it gets dark.
What is the meaning of the verb come down, to?
When you lower the price you are asking for something, you come down or come down to a lower price. I won't buy her car unless she comes down to $12,000.
What is the meaning of the verb make out, to?
When you write the necessary information on the front of a check, you make the check out. When you write the name of a person, company, or other organization on the check. You make the check out to that person, company, or organization. Nancy made a check out to the IPS for $17,000.
What is the meaning of the verb point to?
When you make preparations for something in the future, you plan for it. It's never too early to start planning for retirement.
What is the meaning of the verb calm down?
When a confused or violent situation becomes less confused or violent, it calms down. When you calm a confused or violent situation down, you make it less confused or violent and more calm. Settle down is similar to calm down. The neighborhood where the riot occurred calmed down after the army started patrolling the streets.
What is the meaning of the verb rip up?
When you tear paper or cloth into many pieces, you rip it up. Nancy was furious when she read Tom's letter, and she angrily ripped it up. Always rip up a check before you put it in the waste basket.
What is the meaning of the verb put up?
When you contribute money to pay for or help pay for something, you put up the money. Mr.
What is the meaning of the verb move inland to?
When you move people in or move them into a place. You bring their furniture and other personal possessions into a place where they will live. When you move things in or move them into a place, you take them in. Move out is the opposite of move inland to. The movers moved me in less than 2 hours.
What is the meaning of the verb clean out, of Informal?
When people clean you out or clean you out of your money. They deceive you or pressure you into giving them all your money or spending all your money for their benefit. When an expense cleans you out, it requires you to spend all your money. Having 3 kids in college at the same time really cleaned me out.
What is the meaning of the verb fix up?
When you fix up a place, such as a building, street, or park, you repair and decorate it. The city decided to fix up the park.
What is the meaning of the verb go over, to?
When you go to someone's house for a visit, you go over or go over to that person's house. I went over to Eric's for dinner last night.
What is the meaning of the verb beef up?
When you beef up security or some other arrangement to prevent or deal with a problem. You make this arrangement stronger. The hospital decided to beef up its emergency facilities.
What is the meaning of the verb carry on?
When you carry on, you continue as before, despite a difficult experience in your life. It was difficult for Mrs. Nelson to carry on after her husband died.
What is the meaning of the verb put back?
When you put something back, you return it to where it was before. Susie, I told you we're eating dinner in 10 minutes, so put that cookie right back.
What is the meaning of the verb get down?
When things or people get you down, they make you sad or depressed. Don't let your troubles get you down. Everything will be alright.
What is the meaning of the verb look forward to?
When you look forward to something or look forward to doing something. You are excited about something in the future because you enjoy it or because it will benefit you in some way. I look forward to an opportunity to meet with you in person.
What is the meaning of the verb leave behind?
When you leave something or someone behind. You do not take them with you because you forgot or because you cannot or do not want to take them. We packed too much luggage for our trip, so we had to leave some things behind.
What is the meaning of the verb try out?
When you try people out, you give them a chance to show that they can perform. A job well before hiring them or before giving them more difficult work to do. The manager agreed to try him out for a week.
What is the meaning of the verb carry on?
When you carry something on an airplane, you keep it with you in the passenger. Compartment instead of giving it to an airline agent to put in the baggage compartment. You should carry your laptop computer on. You don't want to take any chances.
What is the meaning of the verb go down, to?
When something goes down in a certain way, people react to or perceive it in this way. The new no smoking policy didn't go down very well with the smokers in the office.
What is the meaning of the verb keep to?
When you keep something to a certain cost, quantity, or amount. You do not let the cost, quantity, or amount go higher than that level. Here's my credit card, but keep your spending to a minimum, don't go crazy with it.
What is the meaning of the verb go over?
When an idea, suggestion, or performance is accepted and liked by other people, it goes over. The singer's performance went over well with the critics.
What is the meaning of the verb get together informal?
When you get yourself together, or get it together. You gain control of your emotions after you have become upset or emotional. Hey, get yourself together. Everyone is watching you.
What is the meaning of the verb keep away from?
When you keep away or keep away from people, you do not come close to them or associate with them. When you keep away or keep away from things, you do not touch them, come close to them, or use them. When you keep away or keep away from places, you do not come close to them or go to them. That's a bad neighborhood, so keep away from it.
What is the meaning of the verb burn up?
When people or things destroy something with heat or fire, they burn it up. Jet engines burn up fuel at a tremendous rate.
What is the meaning of the verb hand in, to?
When you complete a test, report, or project and you give it to the person who assigned the work. You hand it in or hand it in to that person. Turn in is similar to hand in. He finished his investigation and handed his report in to the committee.
What is the meaning of the verb build inland to?
When you build something in or build something into something else. You put it in the item you are making during its construction or assembly rather than adding it later. In the past, FM radios weren't built into cars, you had to add one later if you wanted one.
What is the meaning of the verb take off informal?
When you leave suddenly or quickly, you take off. This party's boring, let's take off.
What is the meaning of the verb come back?
When a fashion or fad comes back, it becomes popular again. Western movies and TV shows go out of style and then come back every few years.
What is the meaning of the verb plug up?
When people or things block a narrow passage, such as a pipe, drain. Or hole, so that nothing can flow through it, they plug it up. Don't pour bacon grease in the sink, it'll plug up the drain.
What is the meaning of the verb screw up informal?
When people make a mistake that causes a problem for you, they screw you up. The travel agent forgot to reconfirm my flight, and it really screwed me up.
What is the meaning of the verb come in?
When people arrive at the place where they work, they come in. Get in is similar to come in. The manager is angry with Linda because she comes in late every day.
What is the meaning of the verb turn around?
When you turn around a bad situation, a failing business. A losing game, and so on, you improve it so that it is successful. Turning this money-losing company around is going to take several years.
What is the meaning of the verb come through?
When someone's feelings, attitudes, or opinions can be perceived by someone else, they come through. The professor's enthusiasm for the subject really comes through in his lectures.
What is the meaning of the verb hold out?
When you hold out, you resist an attack, pressure, or temptation, or you continue to survive in a dangerous situation. I haven't had a cigarette in 3 days, and I don't know how much longer I can hold out.
What is the meaning of the verb help out, with?
When you help out or help people out. You assist them in doing some work, or you lend or give them money or something else that they need. We had a lot of work to do, so Maria helped out.
What is the meaning of the verb wipe off?
When you completely remove a liquid from a surface by moving a towel. Or sponge across it with a sweeping motion, you wipe the surface off. You can either wipe off something that is wet or wipe off the liquid. Wipe up is similar to wipe off, however, you wipe up a liquid. But you wipe off the surface the liquid is on. Wipe the food off your face.
What is the meaning of the verb make up?
When you do something that you were required to do earlier but did not. Such as attend a class, take a test, or complete a homework assignment, you make it up. The teacher told her she could make it up tomorrow after school.
What is the meaning of the verb fall apart?
When the parts of something become completely separated. Because it is old or in bad condition, it falls apart. These old shoes are starting to fall apart.
What is the meaning of the verb watch out for?
When you watch out or watch out for something. You remain alert for someone or something that is dangerous or important. When you tell people to watch out or watch out for something. You are warning them of possible danger. Watch out is the same as look out. I dropped a glass in the kitchen, so watch out for broken glass.
What is the meaning of the verb hurry up?
When you hurry up, you do something quickly. Nicole has to hurry up if she's going to finish her work before 5 o'clock.
What is the meaning of the verb move inland to?
When you move in or move into a place. You bring your furniture and other personal possessions into a place where you will live. Move out is the opposite of move inland to. Eric's moving into a bigger apartment next week.
What is the meaning of the verb go away for?
When you travel for a period of time, you go away for this time. Lydia is going to go away for a while.
What is the meaning of the verb settle down?
When you settle down, you become less active, nervous, or upset. When you settle other people down, you do something to make them less active, nervous, or upset. Calm down is similar to settle down. Why are you so nervous about the test? Just settle down, you'll do just fine.
What is the meaning of the verb turn off?
When you turn off an electrical or mechanical device. You change the controls to stop it from producing or doing something. Turn on is the opposite of turn off. Switch off and shut off are similar to turn off. When I'm driving and have to wait for a long freight train to pass, I always turn my car off.
What is the meaning of the verb burst out?
When you burst out laughing or crying, you begin laughing or crying loudly and suddenly. Heather burst out laughing when I fell into the swimming pool.
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When you break up a fight, you stop the fight. There was no way I could break up the fight between the two dogs.
What is the meaning of the verb go after?
When law enforcement officials try to prosecute people through a legal procedure, they go after them. Federal prosecutors are now going after the top drug dealers.
What is the meaning of the verb run up?
When you accumulate a number of debts. Resulting in a total debt of a certain amount, you run up a bill for that amount. Calling your family every week from Australia must have run a big phone bill up.
What is the meaning of the verb light up?
When you shine lights on something or attach lights to something, you light it up. Airport runways are lit up so that pilots can see them in the dark.
What is the meaning of the verb put on?
When you place something on or apply something to another surface, you put it on. I put the book on the table.
What is the meaning of the verb go back on?
When you make a promise, but you do not do what you promised to do, you go back on your promise. I promised to take my son to a baseball game, and I'm not going back on my word.
What is the meaning of the verb pay off?
When you pay people money so that they will do something. Illegal or allow you to do something illegal, you pay them off. Don't expect the police in the city to do anything about gambling, they're being paid off.
What is the meaning of the verb hang up?
When you hang something in a high place so that it cannot touch the ground, you hang it up. Timmy never hangs anything up, he just leaves it on the floor.
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When something breaks up the day or some other period of time. It interrupts that time and makes it less boring. The bank guard likes to chat with the tellers once in a while to break up the day.
What is the meaning of the verb come in?
When people arrive at the place where they work, they come in. Get in is similar to come in. I called to tell the boss that I was sick and wouldn't be coming in.
What is the meaning of the verb take up on?
When you take people up on an offer, you accept their offer. Nicole has never taken me up on my offer to lend her the money she needs for her dental bills.
What is the meaning of the verb fix up, with?
When you fix people up with something. You arrange for them to have or to use something that they need or want. The travel agent fixed me up with a limo to take me to the resort.
What is the meaning of the verb shake up?
When you mix something by shaking it, you shake it up. You have to shake up Italian dressing before you open the bottle.
What is the meaning of the verb stay out of?
When you stay out of a situation, such as an argument, fight, battle, or war, you do not get involved in it. This fight doesn't involve you, so stay out.
What is the meaning of the verb knock off informal?
When you knock off, you finish working. You've been working all day. Why don't you knock off?
What is the meaning of the verb get out of?
When you leave your house and do things that are relaxing and fun, you get out or get out of the house. Ned doesn't get out of the house much, he prefers to stay home and play computer games.
What is the meaning of the verb light up?
When you shine lights on something or attach lights to something, you light it up. The police lit the house up with their spotlights.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on informal?
When you hold on, you wait for a short time. Hang on is the same as hold on. Can you hold on just a little longer? I'll be right with you.
What is the meaning of the verb crack down, on?
When you crack down or crack down on someone or something. You enforce rules and laws more than you enforced them before, or you make new, stronger rules and laws. The students have been coming to class later and later every day. It's time to start cracking down.
What is the meaning of the verb cut out, of?
When you cut something out or cut something out of a piece of paper. Cloth, or other material, you use scissors or a knife to remove part of it. I cut an interesting story out of the newspaper to show to my father.
What is the meaning of the verb stick up?
When something long and narrow is raised above the surface, it sticks up. My hair was sticking up in the back after I woke up from my nap.
What is the meaning of the verb go down, to?
When the cost, rate, quality, quantity, or level of something decreases, it goes down. Go up is the opposite of go down. The temperature went down to 0 last night.
What is the meaning of the verb break inland to?
When you break in or break into a place, you enter illegally using force or deception. When I saw the smashed glass in the street, I knew my car had been broken into.
What is the meaning of the verb blow out, of?
When something is moved outward away from where it was by an explosion or a very strong wind. It is blown out or blown out of where it was before. The force of the explosion blew all the windows out.
What is the meaning of the verb go up, to?
When something extends to a certain point that is farther north or at a higher elevation. It goes up to that point. Go down is the opposite of go up. Interstate 5 goes up to Seattle.
What is the meaning of the verb find out, not usually separated? The object can be a noun. A noun clause, or a complete sentence.
When you find out information or a fact, you learn or become aware of that information or fact. I was surprised when I found out that he can speak 14 languages.
What is the meaning of the verb bump into?
When you bump into things or people, you accidentally hit them with your body. Would you please move these boxes? I keep bumping into them.
What is the meaning of the verb come on?
When you want to encourage people to do something or when you want them to do something quickly, you say come on. Come on. I can't wait all day.
What is the meaning of the verb wear off?
When the effects of drugs or alcohol gradually go away, they wear off. He's going to have a big headache after the vodka wears off.
What is the meaning of the verb bring up?
When you bring up children, you care for them as they grow to adulthood. When you bring up children to believe something or to behave in a certain way. You try to teach this belief or behavior to them. Bringing quadruplets up is a lot of work.
What is the meaning of the verb go out, with?
When two people with a romantic interest in each other go out. They go together to a place of entertainment in order to have fun and spend time together. Mike's nervous he's going out with Heather tonight.